All right, now I'm recording again. There we go. After sitting there and stuffing my mouth, stuffing my face.
Let your character almost die. You forsook your real character's health and well-being for your own.
Yes, I need to refill my real world hunger meter.
Yeah, true enough.
Think we're probably gonna have to hit the high seas relatively soon, as we've
Yeah. Yeah,
off,
go ahead.
off recording. We have uh, plucked much of this island's trees dry. Though I do
Yeah,
now see I can make a shovel
you learned shovel.
if I get a bolt and 6 planks. Oh boy.
A bolt? Is that something we can make?
I don't know how to make it, but I know we've got some. We must have got it from a barrel or something.
Right from yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
If I can get
As
that,
soon as I
then we can dig holes or something. I assume that's what we use to get the mounds of dirt, at least.
we can, I'm wondering if there's certain areas where you have to like I don't remember if there's designated spots to dig or if you can just dig
There
anywhere.
are.
Yeah, this does not seem like the kind of game that would have like terrain deformation.
No. I see a lot of big trees that my tiny little axe will not cut down.
I don't know if we can do anything with the big trees. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Because like
Well,
you
the
said,
interactables in this game so far, when you mouse over them, they say something, but not these.
yeah, no, the big ones have not. Ugh. From
Let's
what I
see.
can tell, I've explored the entirety of the island, and there's only just been like a smattering, maybe like 3 or 4 regular trees. Other than that, I think the island's pretty clean.
All right. Let's see. These vines that I can get vine goo from? No. I must find the vine god.
He's very elusive. He might be looking for a while. You have to offer up the goo to be able to get him to come give you favors.
Goo for god. It's one of those situations where those situations you always run into in the early stages of survival game. What the hell does the vines that give vine goo even look like, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you need to know what to harvest to even know how to get, it's a combination or a complicated process. Like eventually there's something you need, but you don't know how to get it. And then when you find out how to get it, then you need to find the thing that gives it to you. Identify what the hell it even is.
Yep.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
inventory
think
was
we've picked the
full.
place clean for trees.
Yeah, there's a couple, like especially near the top that I wasn't able to get because my axe broke, but it's way the hell up there.
I'd
I would be
honestly
better
probably
off
have
just
better luck looking over the coastline for driftwood.
yeah, yeah, I'd have to agree. Are you in need? Yeah, you said you needed planks, right? What did you need them for?
I want to make a shovel before we go so I can dig up the dirt mounds I found in a cave.
How many pieces of or how many planks do you need? Because I probably have enough.
6.
Oh yeah, I've got like 20.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind, take those back to the raft and I can make a shovel and start
Yeah,
digging.
yeah, I'm on the raft now, actually.
Oh, excellent. I'm coming back then.
Yeah, I came back while you were going up.
Hello.
Oh, you're right there. All
Hello.
right. Hello there.
For
There's
you.
planks. Yeah. Hello there. For you.
It's one of those ones that just works because no matter what, it's just nonsense.
It really is. And again, I think that really illustrates how stupid, at least it is in my opinion, that people would perceive that that's what he meant. You're a big guy. For you. Otherwise, I'm not much of a threat.
Really, I'm kind of a pussy.
Yeah, that's what's implied.
You shouldn't really be that spooked. If you are, that's because you're a bitch.
That would be kind of an interesting trade. Like, wow, I didn't know you were rude. For you?
I love that Aiden Gillen impression, by the way.
It's specific to his because he's kind of like he's sort of like whisper yelling, if that makes sense, because he's on the ship, and you got the not the ship, rather, the plane, and it's got the loud wind. Yeah, and so yeah, so he's like,
He's
"You're
a
a big
little.
guy."
He's got a little bit of that both for Littlefinger and for his character in The Wire too, though.
I'm so used to him just kind of talking quietly in Game of Thrones that I cannot remember him.
I mean,
Yeah, I can
obviously
sort of.
he's got his original accent in the Game of Thrones. He doesn't have to fake
Right.
American like he does in Dark Knight or excuse me, in Dark Knight Rises or The Wire. But
Yeah, I'm for some reason I can only picture his Batman voice. Well, not his Batman voice, but obviously his Dark Knight Rises voice.
hey, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm a big guy. For me.
I was just gonna say that. Is that him just like reassuring himself? I can fight crime. I'm a big guy for me. Mommy says I'm big.
Dad says it's my turn on the Xbox. Son of a bitch, I have the shovel now. I've forgotten where the hole is.
I never even saw one. Wow. The fact that we even knew where one was, I thought you were just kind of like guessing. Like, oh, I think
No,
there's holes up here somewhere.
there's a cave.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah. I do not remember going across it myself on this island, but the other island I was on, it's like ground level, I think.
there
Or
it
like the
is.
lowest level. Yeah, okay, there you go. Cool.
Ghost War is a different place than this, though.
You swore wrong.
That I did. Dirt and a nail.
Nails are helpful. Dirt is probably helpful at some point.
Dirt would probably be useful for a variety of things.
I'm actually having trouble figuring out what it would be useful for.
We'll have to
Planting stuff,
we'll have to put it in the lab.
but
This dirt goes to the science god. Another part of our
analyze the
pantheon
dirt.
alongside the vine god.
Yeah, we're not restricted to just one god on this raft. We worship a whole
Pantheon.
cabal. Yeah, pantheon.
Cabald's the dude from Mortal Kombat.
I liked him. He was one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat 3.
He's
Then they
solid.
nerfed him hard. Yeah, I thought he had a really good set of moves. Really good set of moves. But again, they nerfed him a lot for Ultimate. Well, actually, they nerfed him before Ultimate. They did a couple revisions after the initial release of MK3. They like really dialed back on the amount of combos, the combo damage he would do. Like you do the same moves in between the two different versions, but the amount of damage dropped by like, probably 35%.
Yeah, and what was it? The funny thing about Cabal is, I want to say there's only one game Cabal's been in where he was not immediately the best character on launch, and they had to fix him afterwards.
Really, that was a common thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, MK3, best at launch. Deception, I believe, best at launch. Armageddon, best
Oh.
at launch. Well, of course, those games never got patched or had any additional reversions released, so he's just still the best in Deception or Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
MK9, best character. He probably still would be the best character if they hadn't added fucking Kenshi. And
You know, I actually don't remember how he plays. I went through 9 mostly using the original cast. I mean, not that he wasn't part of that original cast. I guess I meant like 1 and 2.
the
I mean,
grass
why would
plot.
be counting 3?
The grass
What's up?
plot is made from dirt, and the dirt. Yeah, let's see. Let me learn grass plot. Grass plot is where we can keep animals.
The trees. Oh, and the animals. Okay.
Let me see.
Nice.
Gonna need some planks. I propose let's go ahead and pick up anchor and get sailing, by the way.
Sounds good.
But I can go ahead and make a grass plot if we want to demonstrate how it works, but we don't know how to get animals yet.
Yeah, I need to figure that out because I like I said, I got 2 of them. I had like 2 sheep wandering around. I'd eventually every now and then you shear them for some wool. And they just kind of hang out. I don't think you needed to feed them or anything. They just kind of wandered around.
Okay, there's one grass plot.
Let's see.
Needs to be watered, but yeah. It's not a problem with the
Oh,
supply
there
we
it
got
is.
going.
Okay. Oh yeah, lots and lots of water. Water to spare.
Oh yeah. Uh, did we pick up anchor?
I didn't because I don't know where it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, all right. All right. We are unfurled and we're pushing against the wind here. Let's go in the other direction.
There we go.
Whenever we do get animals, we'll know where to put them.
Just stamp them or stamp them right down onto that one little patch of grass.
No, stomp them. That's how you do it.
Crush them down. Grind them down into paste.
Kick the
Llama
goat's
paste.
ass.
Just beat it up.
They'll
Raise
never
a
see it
goat.
coming.
What? It probably wouldn't. That's true.
I require food.
Yeah, I'll need food in a little bit, but for now I'm pretty good. Like I said, we have tons of baked potatoes,
Let's see.
plus some other stuff. I don't know if we still have some shark meat and some warthog meat.
Okay, picked up some cooked potatoes. Let me eat those. Get back on my feet again.
Face the new day. Oh, what a nice, pretty sunrise.
Very nice one. And we will be
Yeah.
rolling along to the very next island and what adventures it may bring.
Yeah, these island trips have gotten us pretty packed with goods.
Yes, they have. Honestly, a lot of it's going to come down to just looking at the research tree and figuring out how to make some stuff.
That's true.
Ah,
really
so that's how I make
tree.
Okay, bolts and hinges are both made out of metal ingots. That does make sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I have a couple of metal ingots. Got some in a container while we were on the island.
Oh, let's see. I think I've stored some metal ingots in a couple places. Where, though? I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Oh, I used them to make the grill.
Oh, well, it went to a very good purpose at least.
That it did. And as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, let me see. Because I might just have a great innovation here. The metal spear. Let's see. Can I...
Oh, right. Yeah. I was gonna say these
need
ones
one
are
more
breaking
metal
way too
ingot and
fast.
a couple planks for that.
Well, I happen to have a metal ingot and
Oh.
a couple planks. Yeah.
Oh, and you know what?
here-
Here's how we catch an
Yeah.
animal.
What's that? Oh, right. I knew you threw something at him. Remember I was saying the Pokeball?
And this one we can make right now. I just need to make one bolt. Boom. Okay, hand me that metal ingot, and I can get us a net launcher.
There you go.
All right.
We will be prepared for animal abduction.
Okay, yeah, animal abduction device created.
Nice. Yeah, when we see some sheep, I can't remember exactly what you get off. Or well, I know what you get off of them. It would be obviously wool. I just don't remember what the wool does. Maybe armor? I think so. I think that's part of making leather armor. Leather and wool together, I think.
It is.
Although that's it's good, but I guess it's not anything we really have a drastic need. We haven't really gone anywhere we need to fight things all that much.
It would
Wouldn't be
make
hard- it wouldn't be
boars
bad to
easier
have
to deal with.
That's true. It would. I guess anything that attacks you would make you sustain less damage.
New storage facility. Let me put in iron, scrap, nails, glass.
Oh, for the bigger storage?
No, I did not. Probably should at some point, but not right now.
Ah, fuck you.
I'm starving. I can't get to them.
Understandable. Jerk off.
Hey, that's not nice.
Did you ever see The Cable Guy? A lot of people haven't.
Is that the Jim Carrey movie where he's all creepy?
Yes.
Okay,
I
I've
enjoyed
not.
it. I saw it in the theater. I thought it was pretty good.
I've not seen it. I know my parents don't like it, but I think they expect Jim Carrey to be a bit more wholesome.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it because it was dark. A lot of people weren't expecting that. I bring it up because I called the shark a jerk off, and that reminds me of the first time you see Jim Carrey. Matthew Broderick calls the cable guy because his cable goes out or whatever. Jim character shows up. He's knocking on the door. Matthew Broderick's in the shower. He can't get the door right away. He's like, I'm coming, whatever. I'll be there in a minute." Jim Carrey continues to knock. Matthew Broderick finally gets out, opens the door. He's like, "Oh, okay, wow. I wasn't ready. I was in the shower. I thought you were supposed to be here several hours ago." To which Jim Carrey says, "Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have come at all." Jerk off!
Eh.
And Matthew Broderick looks at him like, "What the fuck?" And that's when Jim Carrey's like, "Oh, I'm just messing with you."
That would
Yeah,
be another
but he like
thing. My mom
screams the word.
despises Matthew Broderick.
I do not like him, and I can't figure out why. He just irritates me.
I
He
think for my
seems
mom, it's the vehicular manslaughter.
that doesn't help. That definitely doesn't help. I think he was driving with his girlfriend or something like that, and they like ran over somebody, and he like being a celebrity, I think he got away with it.
That does sound right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he didn't like murder anyone in cold blood or anything, but still,
That we know of.
Well, yeah, that we know of. You can't say he didn't.
If Pink were here, he would double down super hard on saying he definitely meant to kill that girl. Same way he keeps going for the Alec Baldwin totally planned to assassinate that stunt woman bit.
Right, yeah.
Or
So
no,
much
it
so
wasn't a
that he
stunt
got
woman, it's a
pretty
camera
close to
woman.
Yeah, it was a camera woman. Close enough. Same thing. Same discipline, clearly.
Yeah, very, very similar.
Same
Famously.
profession.
Totally the sort of line of work where you'd expect to be shot at.
Yeah, to be fair. What did Ted say about that whole issue? Because I know he hates Alec Baldwin. Or he did. I don't know if he still does.
I want to say he was pretty fair about it and said like, well, innocent until proven guilty.
Maybe he's softened up because I know for a long time I don't know about a long time, but usually whenever Alec Baldwin come up, he's been stewing on that hatred for years.
I can believe that, but
Nah.
I think that Ted also has a degree of concern for the law, largely in concert with his political views.
Yeah, well, that's what always kind of threw me. Is Alec Baldwin is a notorious leftist, and obviously Ted is not. And I noticed a trend that usually whenever an outspoken leftist would say something or do something or whatever, Ted would usually be like, that person's an asshole. He's a bad actor. And it's like, oh, why? Yeah, because this, that, and the other. And it's like, oh, I look him up and it turns out, yeah, he's a hardcore lefty. I get it. I mean, Cornette's about as left as you can get. He actually just said that on his show. He's like, I'm about as Democrat as a Democrat can Democrat. But it's like, I still like him. He would hate me. I voted for Trump. He's already called people who vote for Trump many things.
Oh, yes, a multitude of things.
Yeah, a multitude is correct.
I think I watched that one you're talking about. I watched 2 Cornette videos.
It was very new.
Yeah, both of them were new. One of them was Dave Meltzer saying poor people don't like AEW, which means AEW is better.
Absolutely. Yes, I just heard that one as well.
And the other one I can recall was Ice Cube Jr. Yeah, Cornette talking about Ice Cube Jr. becoming outspoken about wrestling.
Yeah, he put a guy in his place because he said that he asked like a totally innocuous question on AEW. He was like, "Who is this guy? What's his story? Are we supposed to care about this guy?" And AEW fans apparently like shit all over him. One person apparently said that Ice Cube should have had not fathered him. He should have never been born.
Something like that. And didn't Ice Cube himself respond with something like "Go fuck yourself, go die" or something like that?
Yeah. The person said something like, "I wish," if I recall correctly, it was like, I this is the one time I wish Ice Cube would have, like, I don't know, pulled out or something like that. To which Ice Cube responded with, "Fuck your wishes."
Yeah.
Fair enough, I say.
Right, I remember. I knew it was something that the moment I heard Brian repeat it, it popped me.
Yeah, you were very close. Yeah.
Fuck your wishes. Fuck your tweets. Fuck your wants.
That sounds right. Yeah. I mean,
Fuck
again,
pulling out,
I
and Ice
listen to
Cube
the.
never pulls out. Ice Cube goes in hip deep.
That's that's one of his lyrics in "It Was a Good Day." He said, "And my dick runs deep, so deep, put her ass to sleep."
And
I don't know how
that
that works, but that's what he said.
and that is how Ice Cube Jr. came into the world. I think I
I
did
wonder.
tell you that following Ice Cube Jr. on Twitter, he did at one point tweet out that sometimes they'll have, big events where Ice Cube Jr. will sing Good Day with his dad, but
Oh,
every time
cool.
he sings Good Day, he has to change that set of lyrics because it's, hey, got a beep from Kim and she's good to fuck all night, right?
Right. Yep. Yep.
And Jr. has to change the lyrics every time because Kim is his mom.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow. I thought that was just a random character name.
No, apparently
I
that
thought
is
you just like threw
actually
that name out.
that is apparently Ice Cube's actual wife.
Wow, interesting. I wonder if she was at the time when he wrote the song. Because if not, like, how prophetic that he just mentioned a girl that he was, hot for, and it turned out that she fathered his kid.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, in
fathered his
hindsight, that'd
kid.
be really
I don't think
fathered his
she
kid.
fathered his kid.
He, he, fa- he fathered his own self while they were fathering his kid, which was him.
Fucking
Yeah,
seahorse
that would be
pregnancy.
That would be incredibly creepy to hear, like, I mean, just imagine yourself, like your mom, your dad, you love them, they're good people. Just imagine, like, if your dad told you, hey, son, I wrote a song about your mom, like, before you were born. Oh, yeah, dad, let me listen to it. And it's like, yeah, this bitch is so hot, I want to fuck her hard. That would be so fucking uncomfortable.
That would be that's what I love that that is a song that's Cube's most famous song. So you know that there are countless times in his life that he has had to hear his dad sing about banging his mom.
Yeah. Yep.
And everyone knows of course that happened or else you wouldn't exist. But nonetheless, it's still odd to hear your dad bragging about like it's one of those things
Your mom can fuck all night.
I mean, it's like one of those comedy skit things that just works of like, imagine a guy bursts into a room. Like we see a close-up shot of a door. The door kicks in. 40-year-old man walks in, points a finger. Hey, I fucked your mom last night. And it just cuts to a kid sitting at a desk and going, I know, Dad. I'm aware.
Yeah, right?
You say it every Saturday. Still true though. I'm gonna do it
So
again next
true.
Saturday. You can't
Yeah,
stop
I
me.
love the idea that dad is so gung-ho about this. He needs to prove himself in some way to his kid in this particular fashion. That's a sad life for that poor kid. I mean, like you said, I know, Dad. You do this every week. That reminds me of another. There's a good Simpson gag I like. Simpsons gag. Somehow, I can't remember how they got into the topic, but Marge says something about like Homer. I can't remember how it I can't remember how it got brought
Oh,
up. But it was something
homie.
about. Yeah, that's.
My Marge is closer
She
to
was,
Krusty, honestly.
no one could on the commentary
There's an
tracks. They try
island
to
this
do
way.
Marge.
Stop
They
moving the.
can't. I'm
Hang on.
seeing it. Yeah. Well, I did that so we can get barrels. You fuck.
Well, there's an island. You
We
prick.
need a barrels more than we need an island.
I'll shove you in a barrel.
I'll leave you stranded on an island.
Well, that worked out pretty well for you, honestly.
It
In
did,
spite of
yeah.
death.
If not for the mechanics of me not being able to place down, craftables on the island, I would have been fit to go. I would have been perfectly fine there for a while.
For a good long while, yeah. If you had a advanced purifier on that island, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, where's the? Ah, damn it!
Ah, it's too far away. He's too far away.
I just got him just when the thing was breaking.
Ah, well, I can replace it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Boom.
true enough. But the joke though was something about Homer said something like the topic of adoption came up, or not adoption rather, Yeah, adoption. Yeah, Homer said something like something about Bart being adopted, and Homer was like, I never, told Bart that he was adopted or something like that. And Marge's response is like, you told him you told him yesterday, and then twice again today this morning. Like, wow, what a mean-spirited thing to do.
I'm
Twice
building an
this.
anchor.
All right, I don't think we're gonna get much off of this one.
But we may get something.
Watermelon. Yeah, there's some watermelon. Oh God, my inventory's already full again.
Actually, I'm gonna go digging. Oh no, wait,
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
have
if you
any
can.
space in my inventory. I can't go digging.
Oh. Okay, so we're all screwed on this inventory nonsense.
Hang on. I'll figure out something.
All right.
Let me see, I'll make some nails. They'll free up some inventory space there. Potato there.
I I I dropped some boxes of, I guess, the watermelon I was trying to pick up, and now I can't interface with them. They're sitting right in front of me, and I can't pick them up. Like, there's not even an option on the box to pick them up. They're just sitting there.
Have you considered
Wait, is
trying
that?
harder?
No, I haven't. That's actually probably a good idea.
You should do that, stupid.
I should. That actually makes more sense.
Apparently the net
Then
gun needs ammo, so let me find how to make a net.
there's not animals on this island.
Yeah, but I want to look into it before we get there.
Yeah, no harm in that.
Ah, net canister. We need explosive powder. Well,
Oh God.
let's figure out how we make that,
I mean, I guess
guess.
that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I mean, fucking, we're not just surviving on a raft. We're fucking making actual munitions from scratch. Pretty impressive.
I guess I'm gonna put the net launcher in storage until we can find out how to make explosives.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna go mining, I suppose.
There's yeah, not a whole lot. There's some stone and some scrap.
Not bad, really, but I'd like some... Now I'd like some metal for smelting.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Now suddenly sand and clay is garbage.
Yeah, funny how that how the priorities shift like that.
Yeah. Stay away from wherever the hell he is. Grab some stones. For the next time
Yeah,
we need an
definitely.
anchor or an axe.
Yeah. Yeah, earlier I needed an axe and I could not find stone anywhere.
This scrap, at the very least, will allow us to make more collectors. I'm not sure we really need them anymore, but...
Hard to say. Honestly, I'm not saying we necessarily need to prioritize this, but we're excuse me, obviously we're running out of storage.
We are. The scrap can still be good for making nails, though, for that. I think, right? Do you need nails for that?
For storage?
Yeah, do you use nails in that, or is it just hinges?
It's scrap. It's plastic scrap and rope. And I can actually make one now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I can make two. Let's do that. There we go. That'll give us some extra storage.
Boy, he does not have this side of the island covered at all.
Whoa, the shark doesn't, did you say?
Yeah, shark doesn't.
And then you're just gonna make fun of his lack of intellect?
Yes. These small victories are a necessity.
Well, when you're out trying to survive on a raft, you gotta do what you can to stave off madness.
Among other oddities,
Yeah.
like scurvy.
Making fun of the shark will stave off scurvy.
Well, not entirely what I meant, but yeah, that you know what? Let's go with that.
I mean, it will. You can't prove it won't.
Fucking Schadenfreude. Finally, a cure for scurvy that works on the high seas.
Insults. Well, that's a major component of the first Secret of Monkey Island games.
I've never played
You're
those.
familiar. They're good. They're really fun, really witty point-and-click games.
I've played
And
Grim Fandango, which was the same developers, and not too long
yes,
after. And
yes,
Grim
that one's
Fandango I
celebrated.
fucking loved.
I believe it's even the same writers.
That would make sense.
Very close-knit team, yeah.
Tim Schafer, right?
Yeah, Tim Schafer, Ron Gilbert. Oh, and then another guy whose name I do not recall. Can
Pick up anchor?
Raft is... no. Well, we can. It doesn't matter. I think we've already gotten everything off that island. We can, except for a couple trees.
Well, I can hit those trees real quick. We're not going to drift that far.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're going to be able to plant a ton of trees once we get a large plot going.
Yes, we are.
Now, Rift's not drifting too bad. I can probably make it just fine.
If not, I'll to the sail.
Yeah, turn the sail.
It's going kind of quick, I think. I'm going to turn the sail around.
Yeah, turn the sail around. I got one last tree to get, and then I'll be done.
Shit, that's actually not doing it.
No, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Is it? I can't tell. It looks like it's just going sideways. At least it's not going further away.
Hang on, I'm starving. Let me eat this potato.
I wouldn't stick around too much longer. Yeah, you'll make it. You're okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm not worried.
I just don't... After what happened to me, I don't want another one of those situations.
Eh. And that happened so early when we couldn't turn around.
It was basically immediate. It was like the first island we found, wasn't it?
Yeah, I basically had to give Pink the fucking... whatever. I had to help. I had to be the one here while Pink learned.
That's true.
Just spilled prebiotic soda all over myself.
Prebiotic? What the hell is that?
And it's supposed to help with gut health.
Oh, okay.
I do not apparently have good gut health, as you can tell by my constant belching.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it before, so that part doesn't surprise me. But the prebiotic, I was like, I thought that comes in soda form?
There was apparently not a collection net here. I thought there was. Let me fix that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once again, I'm out of plastic. I'd be building shit.
Okay, collection net. Boom.
Plastic is like gold. Good, alright.
All these potato plants already. I was just looking for food.
Oh man, yeah, we've got to probably have at least like 25 potatoes at this point. The watermelons just came full.
Well, one of the crops of potatoes weren't replanted, so that lost us some.
I'm assuming that was on me.
I don't know. Maybe it was the bird came by and ate them all, but shit, that would have been lightning quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see, more crap in this direction.
Okay, let's see here. I am carrying an extra shark head for pretty well no reason here.
That's how I was with the warthog head. I just tossed it. I think that's it in the boxer in front of me. I'm still surprised you're wearing the one. Didn't you say it inhibits your vision?
It does, yes. Oh, let's just dump it. After you put a blueprint in the research table, just dump it. Oh yeah, me and you both were confused where the shark was.
Yeah.
Well.
Eating too many chunks of this damn raft. I was a little bit thrown there. I was confused about the shark. What did you say about the research table?
Once you put a blueprint in the research table, there's no need to keep it anymore.
Oh, it's just literally just absolute waste at that point?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Another rope, and there we go. What was it? I wanted to make something else. I can make another collection
Hey,
net, sure.
we never run out of a need for those.
Nope. Even if they double up on space, they can effectively just make sure that you don't miss any.
Yeah.
Could use
I
some
guess the only thing is...
plastic, though. I guess we're going to have to...
Yeah.
See, we're going against the wind here.
Alright. But yeah, we've been needing plastic for ages. Anytime I want to make something, I can't because of plastic.
What direction is the wind going? Hang
I
on,
can't
how do we
quite
make
tell.
a windsock?
Oh, yeah, we can. I don't
I
remember
got it.
how. I guess it would be in the... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, probably in the same menu that the sailed in.
Let's see, I'll put it... Well, we don't want to put it too close to the front. There we go. Okay, windsock says it's blowing in that direction, so... Actually,
we're going
just
with
about...
the wind now.
Yeah, we're actually going with the wind, yeah. How about that?
How about that?
Quite nice.
In the you might remember in the first Naked Gun movie, when they're at the baseball game, and they're watching a review, like the commentators are like, no, let's watch some funny baseball bloopers or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're watching like simple things like whatever, like the guy falling over when he goes to throw a ball and shit like that, and then it escalates to one guy slides into base or whatever, and then he gets attacked by a tiger,
Yeah.
and then and then finally, my favorite is a guy jumps up to catch the ball, and as he falls against the barrier where the crowd is, his head detaches and falls off. And
And
one of
it's
the
very
commentators
obviously a dummy.
says, it's super obvious. And while one of the commentators reviewing it, it cuts to their reactions, and the one commentator looks horrified, whereas the other one says, "How about that?"
That's good shit. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who are excited for Liam Neeson doing the Naked Gun remake, but I don't know. I can't see how he...
did not know that was a thing. That is
Oh, yep.
brand new to me.
They're doing a Naked Gun remake, and Liam Neeson is taking Leslie Nielsen's role.
I love Liam Neeson, but I do not see it. I just don't see it.
I accept that I think he can do deadpan, and deadpan is a sadly underrated talent in modern comedy, which is...
It is.
Nowadays, like, you turn on SNL, and every single gag is just that Keenan Johnson or Kate McKinney or whoever else is just making faces, and that's the joke, is just that they're making faces.
That sucks. I haven't watched in a long time.
For good reason. Nobody does.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty much what I hear. I mean, you see the YouTube clips always have like 10 million views, but I think that's like the internet meme, community. I don't think a lot of people are... Well, it's obviously that there are people
They do make a lot of
like,
memes of Keenan.
Yeah, he's, I mean, he's a funny guy. He's been on the show for like 47 years.
Yes. Was it only a couple years ago that he became the longest tenured member, though?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was only a couple. I don't know how recently, but I know it's a thing. I know that.
Who was longest tenured before him? Was it Phil Hartman?
Oh, that's a good question. I would think that Phil being... no. He was killed in late 97, early 98. He started in... Man, 90? 91, maybe? I'm not sure. It might have been Will Ferrell.
Really?
Maybe.
Did Will not get picked up by Hollywood that quickly? I mean, I'm not much of an SNL historian.
I was wondering that myself, because, like, I'm thinking of him being on the show a lot, but as you said, I'm thinking, well, but he got into movies, like, it seems pretty quickly.
Like, so realistically, honestly, like, not being an SNL historian, like, I have to ask, wouldn't all of the major ones have gone to Hollywood quickly, so probably the longest tenured one is a goon like Chris Kattan or something?
Yeah, Chris Kattan. I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared from Hollywood and SNL, and everyone's happier for it.
Who was the one that went on to fucking the Senate or whatever, and he turned out to be a big sex pest?
Al Franken.
Yeah, there you go.
From the yeah, from the much maligned '80s SNL.
Right. Which wasn't
Yeah, the
that.
classic. Yeah, go on.
That was the generation of we've got Eddie Murphy and no one else, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
There you go. And we'll
Yeah.
we'll call back Bill Murray and Chevy Chase to host every now and then if they don't beat each other up.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They both fought with everybody. Well, I shouldn't say Bill Murray fought with everybody. Chevy Chase did, but
Yeah.
Bill Murray had some big feuds with people you wouldn't necessarily think he would have, like the Harold Ramis. I don't know why
Didn't
they would have fought, but they did.
didn't him and Lucy Liu despise each other or something like that?
Yeah, I heard that. Now that you mention that, I think I did read that. Someone on the Charles Angels set he didn't like. I think it was Lucy Liu. I think, like, if I recall correctly, I only vaguely remember some of the details of the story. I think it was like one of those things where, like, she called him for the shit, like she didn't like his type of comedy, and she kind of like confronted him on it or whatever, and he kind of brushed her off like, who cares, fuck you, that kind of thing, and yeah,
Fuck you, I'm the
I
greatest, bitch.
I hate to say it because I find Bill Murray funny most of the time, but I mean he seems like kind of one of those guys to where like if you're not on his wavelength, he doesn't really have any patience for you. Kind
Yeah.
of like, well, I'm gonna be the way I am, and if you don't like it, well, then I guess you're just gonna have to go away. I'm Bill Murray.
He says that. I'm Bill
He did not.
Murray.
I picture he does. He likes to sing.
Yeah?
Wait, did you
What?
say that you're carrying a spare shark head for no reason? So you didn't throw it away, you put it in storage?
Well, maybe we're gonna mount it on a wall at some point.
Yeah, it's true. I guess so. There is no. We'll always have more sharks to kill, but you never know when you're gonna need it.
Actually, as a
Oh
matter of
man,
fact,
what's up?
let's get some walls
I was
going
just
up in
gonna
here.
say. I was just gonna say. Are you gonna build a single wall?
And we're gonna need to figure out how to build a trophy case.
Well, as long as those walls can still be removed, you know what? We really might as well start building a second floor. I mean,
Yeah.
the raft can't get so wide that it's unwieldy. We'll eventually have to build up.
Yeah, there gets a point where you can't get ahead of the shark.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought of it from that perspective. I think that's as good a place as any. That well, we have kind of a long, not long, but we have two full squares beyond the wall. Do you think that's in too far?
No, I think having a perimeter that we can walk around, especially if we have a platform upstairs where we can look down.
All right. Let's see. Well, how should we handle the? Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Go.
Let's see. I do not have plastic, but you were driven to put the damn head up there. That's funny.
Okay,
it's got
that's too small, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
You're just harting around a big fucking disembodied shark head.
He had to go.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't blame you for that. No question. It's just funny watching you cart the thing around like holding a big old watermelon or something, which you did earlier as well.
There we go.
Fuck you. Like that? Fuck you.
You stupid prick.
Yeah. I got another island coming up already.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. How about that? It's just the happy, like, just like warm acceptance of watching a baseball player's head fall off that amused me so much. How about that?
My father went the same way. That's my favorite gag in the whole movie.
I know, yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. I would have to, no, I keep forgetting that my favorite gag of all time is the OJ joke at the beginning. Sometimes I forget that it's not Naked Gun 2. Yeah, it's the first one. Said it before and I'll say it again. He's got his fucking hand in a bear trap. Or no, his foot's in a bear trap. He puts his hand on a hot stove. Fucking, he falls into a wedding cake. All this horrible shit's happening to him, but nope. It's leaning onto a wall and getting wet paint on his shirt that makes him say, "Oh man." Or no, it's oh no. He's like, oh no.
This is my
Of
murdering
all the
shirt.
things that could happen today, what's that? My murdering shirt, exactly. It's really a shame that he chose to become a fucking homicidal maniac because he had good comedy chops. He really could have done comedy movies.
I was like when
But
people say like homicidal maniac, like he loved murder.
I mean, did you think he didn't? Look at the pictures of the victims. He loved that shit.
I've actually I've never seen the pictures of the victims.
He literally almost cut off fucking what's her name's head.
Oh
I mean,
Jesus.
it was like a yeah, it was like a. I mean, he went fucking in deep. I think it like fucking severed her spine.
Good Lord.
And yeah, it was ooh, yeah, it was it was I don't know. It was rough. It was very brutal, very graphic.
Oof.
Nicole Simpson, yeah, I feel bad saying what's her name. I did not happen to remember her name at that time. And the other dude, his throat I think was also slashed, and he was like stabbed 50 fucking times. It was like a frenzy murder.
Guess that'll teach him to fuck his girl.
Yeah, apparently. And I guess they weren't even like they at that point they were just like friends. I allegedly like they weren't even dating. Like they'd been like friendly, and I think they were going to go on a date, but like they weren't even, to my knowledge, they weren't even like sleeping together. But he assumed they were, or at least that's the story if you believe he's the murderer.
Kevin Sullivan strikes again.
That's when he first struck. That's when he got his teeth wet. He's like, oh, now I know how to take care of Chris and Nancy. He likes killing Nancy's, you see.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. At a certain point, does the gag just turn into every famous celebrity murder was committed by Kevin Sullivan?
It's honestly a funny thought. I'm amused at the idea that he's just always there. Like anytime there's like a famous crime, like famous murder, he's around the corner somewhere. He did it. He's running away, but I know he did it. This is all. It's got all the earmarks of a Sullivan murder.
Somebody has to stop him.
The poor guy. Last I saw him, he was just like doing a wrestling shoot. And he was like, "Oh, that's really sad. What happened?" It's like
Didn't he
seems
beat
super
Nancy a
nice.
ton?
Did he might have. He might have. I actually don't know.
I thought I'd heard that he
If,
beat Nancy a ton.
if so, that's a shame. Poor woman couldn't catch a break.
Literally woman.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Well done. Ooh, we learned cutlery.
We have learned how to not be savages at the dinner table.
Well, it's too late for that.
Yeah.
No teaching an old dog new tricks. It's such a great sound. It really is. Okay, pineapple. Not a whole lot going on up here except pineapple.
Some trees to cut a little bit.
Yeah, only a couple, but yeah, there are a couple. I would do so if I had an axe. I still don't. I mean, I had
got
one
an
earlier.
axe.
All right. Let's see, black flowers. It feels like there should be something else up here. Like there's even like a little like stand where it looks like an item was. Hmm. Oh well.
What is the vine goo of the vine god? I must find it. I'm
Again,
starting to want to Google it.
I really do think it's like some kind of seaweed that you can mine. I don't even think you mine it. I think you just like collect it. I'm almost sure it's down in the water, like the lower levels of like the reefs.
I'll go down and check there in a little bit, but first let me lastly check what's up on this top of this island.
All right. We're drifting slightly, but as long as you don't take too much time up there, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one last tree.
Fair enough.
Okay, coming back down. Sprinting my ass
All
down
right.
the mountain. Alright, coming back to the boat. Wherever island we land at next, I would like to look underwater for vine goo.
Okay. The wall situation. We've got kind of. Oh, damn it! I keep falling off the fucking raft. We've got sort of like a weird mix with the whatever I keep wanting to call them food catchers, the item catcher thingies.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one question, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them are out. One of them's in. I just fucked up the wall I was trying to build. I don't
I
recall how
can
you...
break it with an axe. Let's see.
Yeah, oh, you need the axe, that's right. I was trying to figure out how to break it. There you go.
Okay, there we go. I can put on some more platforms. Whoops. Ah, well, that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and move the windsock, so it's a little bit more in the wind properly.
Makes sense.
Probably going to want to move the sail up to the top level at some point as well.
Um, the is the top level gonna go like backwards beyond the water? Like is this gonna be
I
the
don't
start of
intend
the
it
upper
to.
level? Like where's the... Oh, you're okay. Never mind. I think I see what you have in mind.
Yeah. Let's see, I need to eat some food. And
Damn it!
not
I
fall in the
keep
water
falling
like
off
you just did.
the raft. I've done that like 5 times now. You know, walls really make a difference. It's making the rafts feel a little bit more like a home.
Yeah. And less like a survival implement.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it adds a lot of character. All right. Pretty empty seas. It's been a while since we found junk.
It has. And you can tell looking at the nets.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. The nets are all empty, mostly. Come on,
And
shark, try it.
we are largely out of wood for expanding the ship as well.
Yeah, I'm fresh out. I have, I think, 1 plank I just picked up. 2 planks. Is that enough to make a wall? No, it is not. Oh, sure. Now I have 18 plastic. Where were you before,
Eh,
fucker?
it's always how it goes.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
That be how it do, as a wise man once said.
It do.
And it do. Is the wind turning?
I cannot tell. I have nothing to judge it by.
Ever so slightly, I'll match it. Oops. Let's see, let's drag in some stuff. Just some relaxed sailing by now.
That's true.
You know, here's a topic. Here's a topic for me to throw out, and I bet you got a good answer for this one.
Possibly.
So I've heard people talk about before, you know, they always, whenever they do remakes, they always try to remake good movies, right? And the question is
Yes.
always why? Because, you know, movies age better than most forms of genre, right? Most
It seems
media.
that way.
So I've seen people raise the question of like, well, why not remake bad stuff and make it good this time?
Right. Seems
Like
like a fair
stuff,
argument.
stuff that had an interesting idea, an interesting concept, but wasn't well executed.
It usually, honestly, just comes down to financials. I think, like, if the movie was not good and you know, probably didn't do a very good job at the box office as a result, then I think studios would be too scared to touch it. It's like, well, it failed once. Why do it again? Let's repeat the thing that was successful because we're
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah, I understand why they don't make remakes of bad movies, but what I wanted to ask was, if they did do a remake of one movie that was bad, but you think could be good if they tried it again, what would it be?
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch, really?
Yeah, yeah. I think that could actually have been really good. It was just, as I've said before, like in every way, I thought it was a failure. Like there was a lot of potential there, but well. Another thing I should say is they couldn't even do it now because part of what made it so interesting was the marketing and the fact that it was kind of a relatively new concept. The found footage thing was just starting, blah blah blah. So you know what? I'll have to take that back then because I wouldn't want it to be remade. I just wish that it had been done well the first time around. Like, you can't remake it
Yeah,
now.
that would be a
Although
big
we
part of the thing
did.
is that like the whole idea of they killed someone for this movie kind of has to exist in a pre-internet age in a little bit, doesn't it?
Right.
Or at
Yeah,
least back
yeah.
in the
It's
age, not in the modern age of the internet, but back in the old days of the internet when the internet was used as a way to gather all kinds of bullshit and rumors. Which it is
yeah.
now,
It
but
was.
usually via the news instead of the actual like users.
That's really sad. Now that you made that point, and that's actually a very sad point. That now we don't even have to use the movies anymore for like fake sensationalism. We just have to. Just the news alone is fine.
The
We
funny
don't.
thing,
We don't need fiction to do it. It's just the news that'll do it for us.
well, it's the thing that occurs to me now is that it used to be 20, 30 years ago, fake bullshit rumors. You went to internet forums and social media site equivalents, which I guess back then would be forums. And if you wanted the honest truth, you went to the news. Nowadays, if you want
Yeah.
the bullshit and rumors, you go to the news. If you want
You
the
go to
honest
the
truth,
news.
you go to the social media. You can just figure out which guys to follow on social media.
That's true. That's very unfortunate. Things have kind of turned us. They've done a full circle. Or not
Yeah,
even a full circle. They've done a 180. I guess they've just things have completely turned around.
yeah,
I mean,
180, not 360. Oh
right.
god, oh god. Do you remember the fucking jokes about the Xbox 360?
I remember some.
Do you
Like
know
stuff
why they
like, oh
call it
yeah,
the Xbox 360? Because it
what do you
makes you
got?
turn around and walk away.
Yeah,
Which is, that one always bugged me, because it's like, that, do you know what 360 degrees looks like? Like, if your reaction to the
you'll be
Xbox
right
is,
back to where you started.
yeah, you just do a full circle and you're looking at the Xbox again.
I guess as I just did, for some reason, it's easy to just like instinctively, without thinking about it, think that a 360 or is a turnaround instead of a 180.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just kind of seems natural to think, oh yeah, I did a 360. I'm facing the other direction. No, you're facing the same direction. You did a full rotation.
You fucking moron.
I'll 360 your fucking ass. Whatever that means. We'll find out.
It's a simple gag one I love every time. The nonsense threat.
Yeah,
I'll show you a 360.
that's another. I don't want to turn to Matt, but I'm explaining, not just simply referencing. There's another Simpsons gag where Homer does say something like that. Oh, let's say, I don't know. Like, I'm throwing a substitute word. Like something like, I hate the color green, just let's say. And Homer's like,
Yeah.
I'll green you, to which Lisa says, I'll green you. What does that even mean? Because that's a very fair question. Like, what? Huh?
Explain.
Yeah. And we have another island coming up. Looks like a pretty good sized one.
I'll probably go digging this one for more metal, since we are evidently more in
I'm
need of that
gonna.
than initially anticipated.
Yeah. I'm also gonna be looking for some wood to help craft our upper floor here because it's taking shape pretty quickly. I have to think more about what movie to be remade because again, like my first instinct was, what's a movie I don't like that I thought could have been really good, but for the reasons given, I guess again I couldn't really see it as a remake. I have to think. It's also difficult because as I've said before, I've been lucky enough to avoid most bad movies. Like the vast majority of movies I've seen, I've liked.
Yeah, I'm in the same, but like, has there been a movie that you looked at, like, the trailer and was like, this looks cool, and then the reviews came out, and it's like, oh, dog shit, and it's like, well, what? No. Oh.
Well, it, uh, I wasn't super excited about it, but I was still like very underwhelmed by the first Transformers movie. I thought that was way worse than it needed to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Violated
like,
my childhood.
fortunately, I was never big on Transformers as a kid, so I can't say that. I avoided all that. But even so, I was just like, wow, this sucks. This is. I'm glad I'm not a Transformers, big Transformers aficionado. I'd be pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
I did not care for the Simpsons movie. I found that very underwhelming.
Why, you don't
Uh,
care that the major, like, moment everybody remembers from it is that Bart's naked for 2 seconds?
That was actually my favorite gag. I thought that was really funny. Like the way it unfolded, like it was such a subversion. They're like, oh, they're gonna totally show his dick, and oh no, they're obscuring it with every little thing, and then finally the hole in the fence where you clearly see nothing but his dick. That was good. I thought that's pretty well done. That's
Eh.
why everyone remembers it. That's the only fucking joke in the movie. It was well done. Even if you don't find it funny, I think it was a well executed gag.
Was it not the movie where he's like stuck in a room and there's a angry mob outside and he goes, "Watch out! I've got a chainsaw!" Vroom, 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 vroom. Isn't that the?
Was that the movie?
I thought that was the movie where Homer does that to try and scare off the
It,
angry
it
mob.
probably was. Yeah,
And doesn't it actually work? Aren't they actually scared off by it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Because there is something in the fucking water in Springfield.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me of another one. There's another Simpsons episode where they're going to catch Homer, and Homer and Bart are driving around after having done something bad, something that incites the mob. I can't remember what. They're driving away, and Moe, in charge of the mob, he's like, let's get them. They're headed to the old cider mill. To which Homer turns back and says, "No, we're not." And Moe says, "Oh, well, let's go to the cider mill anyway. Get some cider." And they're like, "Yeah."
That's
Pretty
fucking
agreeable.
dumb.
Yes, yeah. The Simpsons are really good at dumb.
They
They're
are.
a good kind of dumb. Yeah, like Naked Gun kind of dumb. Really good. Like this is stupid, and that's why it's funny.
They used to be good as smart, too.
Yeah, they did. There was a while there. I remember. I guess this is like to me this is
I
both
guess it's
smart
not
and
really
dumb,
Simpsons
however.
was good at dumb. It was Bob Odenkirk, Bill Odenkirk, Conan O'Brien, and
I was gonna say Conan was in there for a couple of years.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, I didn't know about that until you mentioned it.
A good couple others, but obviously those are the four that come to mind because 3 out of those 4 went on to be huge stars independent of Simpsons.
Right. Conan is like a fucking like genius. He graduated from Harvard magna cum laude. He got like the highest fucking honors from like the most prestigious school.
Yeah.
Sharp guy, sharp guy.
And he used it for a career in insulting himself and calling himself a tall, skinny ginger.
It seemed to work. Like he'd have women on his show and they would just fawn over him. They'd be like, "Wow, I didn't know you were so cute in person." He'd do his like silly thing, like growl at him, and then he'd say, "Oh wow, that was lame. I suck." You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, in so many words. Yeah, I like Conan. I always liked Conan.
And somewhere in the distance, you can hear Jay Leno going, "Fuck you."
Yeah. I want to take those women for myself. I'm funny.
There you go. Boy, when you think about it, really the decent talk show hosts are the exception to the rule, ain't they?
It seems that way. It's either
Every
that or
now
Jay
and then
Leno
I'm
is just
like,
always a prick.
every now and then I think like, oh man, it sucks that we've got, Kimmel and Fallon and, oh shit, what's the, Colbert, and they all suck, What happened to the good talk show hosts? And then I think about Jay Leno and I go, no, actually, there were always shit ones.
Yeah, Jay Leno struck me as just like oppressively bland. Like not even like a bad guy, although it did seem like he was one, I guess, or at least very opportunistic and kind of deceptive. But
Hulk Hogan put him over, though.
you,
He wouldn't put over a bunch of other dudes, but he put over Jay Leno.
that's I don't know how the fuck that turned out. I don't understand how this agreement gets made, but it got made. Was he on the same team with Dennis Rodman? Yeah, it was him and
No.
Rodman against. No, wasn't it? Wasn't it him and Rodman against DDP and Leno?
Oh, yeah, Hogan, I think, was on a team with Rodman. Yeah, because Rodman was NWO.
Yeah.
And at that point, for NWO to have the kind of street gang adjacent image, at that point, would even Virgil have been on the team, or would Dennis Rodman have been the only black guy on the NWO?
That's a good question. It was around that time. I can't say specifically because that's around the time I was not watching. When wrestling was at its hottest, I wasn't really watching, which is it's looking back, that's kind of funny. I don't know how I would have felt about it though at the time. I even then I don't think I would have really been a big fan of the Attitude Era shit.
Mm-mm.
Just never did it for me.
Some of the WCW stuff absolutely looks cool in hindsight. The cruiserweight stuff, by all means.
Oh yeah, for sure. I saw some of that stuff on VHS after the fact, and some of it I loved.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's Eddie, it's Rey Mysterio before his knee explosions, it's Ultimo
Yeah.
Dragon, it's Dean Malenko,
Billy Kidman, I think, was in there at the time.
Billy Kidman. Of course, now, I will say, I have no interest in watching Chris Benoit matches now, courtesy of what he's done, but at the time, of course, he burnt the house down.
Yeah.
I personally love La Parka. I know he's a bit of a goof, but I love La Parka.
Was Psychosis was in there at the time as well. Psychosis.
Yes, those were the trio. Those were like that was the 6 lucha guys they always had: Eddie, Ray, Juventud, La Parka,
Oh yeah, Juventud. I
Psychosis,
forgot about Juventud.
and Silver King. Oh, and they had Chavo Jr., but Silver King was good too. Not a lot of people bring him up, but Silver King was good.
I never saw a Silver King match. I don't think. Not that I recall.
He was never really that impressive because he was already unmasked by the time they brought him in. And while the mask made him look cool, underneath Silver King was a balding cut. He looked like he looked like Juan Bolsa from Breaking Bad. If
Really?
Juan Bolsa was a wrestler, he would be Silver King.
I can picture that.
So like under the mask, sure, very athletic, very cool. Take the mask off, you are now watching a middle-aged Mexican dad
Kills
wrestle.
the image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pointing this out before. I love the Juan Bolsa character archetype of the character who thinks he's
just a loser. He's
the guy who thinks he's outwitted everyone and has outwitted no one, right?
Yeah, I can't really think of an example of that show where he really was like in charge, on top, winning, etc. Like
yeah, no,
like,
it's
basically like I'm not trying to undermine the writing because it's great, but like essentially his role basically boils down to like warning Gus, like you better toe the line, got to be careful, and then getting killed.
I wouldn't say that's a
That's his
problem.
arc. Oh yeah, no, it's just funny that that's really kind of like the best that he gets is just telling Gus, well, you got to be careful. The cartel's not really liking what you're doing, and we're watching you, blah 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 blah, and then eventually he just gets killed.
He's kind of exemplary of the like complacent cartel goons who just don't see Gus coming.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, when you first see him, you're obviously led to believe that he's a high level official, and then just over time you realize that he's just kind of in the way, basically.
Yeah.
He thinks he's like this important go-between, but he's very easily dealt with.
And like very much in contrast to Don Eladio, who is still kind of clueless as to how much of a threat Gus really is, but at least Don Eladio is very charismatic,
Yeah, definitely.
Let me see, I need to make another axe.
Already? Oh yeah, well you were chopping. Can we? I can't access the. Can we no longer access the research table?
You have to touch the book specifically, not the whole table.
Oh, the book. Okay. All right. Just looking over what we got.
Oh, I never watered the potatoes. Silly me.
I've been running around with an excess of water.
There we go. I think we should get a door going somewhere along this wall here.
I'll look up in a second. Anywhere you want to put it, I'm sure will be fine.
Yeah, let me figure out how to make a door.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of the options, I think, in the same menu that's got the walls. I would assume so, anyway.
Ah, that it is.
I have been waiting to make a lantern for a long time. I never realized that all I had to do is just go to the damn research menu and there it'd be. Yeah, I kept on thinking, when is, like, what menu is it? I must be missing it. Oh, I'll look later. Nope, I need to research it.
Okay, boom, that's one doorway.
Alright. Of course, I don't have the fucking materials to make the lantern. Oh, well. Let's see, where's the... Oh, yeah, there, okay. Yeah, that works.
Oh,
now,
shit,
remember, we have to put, pillars, or columns, I should say columns, to be able to help keep the second floor up.
Yeah. I think we
Fucker.
blocked each other's shots there.
I kind of think so. Yeah, none of my shots were hitting. It's like he didn't have any collision or something there.
Yeah. Hmm.
You sound stymied by something. What's going on?
Not stymied. I was wondering if this would work, and it did.
Oh, good.
I can put a doorway back here as well.
I'll have to go check it out.
There we go.
I'm collecting seaweed. I think we have to melt the seaweed. I think that's how it becomes plant goo or vine goo.
Vine God.
The vine god. That's how we summon the vine god. We have to melt seaweed.
He appreciates it.
Well, he's the
Melting
only
this
one who...
lesser vine form. How do you
Yeah,
chop
it's fine
down
for the back door.
seaweed? Is it just grab with your bare hands?
Yeah, you just collect it. You just have to go a little bit deep.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a door on either of the sides that we have walls on.
That's good. That's good. That and the back door. I think that's solid.
Yeah. Let me see.
And then
we're gonna need more
it's gonna take
planks, so let's lift
Yes.
anchor. And let's get the fuck out of here.
Did you fully explore the island? I never even really went on it.
There was a tree.
Okay.
Or
There's still a
two.
tree up there. Okay.
Yeah,
That
I
would be a
guess I
source
could
more
go back
plank,
and chop
but-
them down. Ah, fuck it, I already broke the anchor. Who cares? We'll get wood at sea.
True enough. Now, when we start making this like we start to form a second floor, we're gonna have to move everything. Like a bunch of this shit's gonna have to go somewhere else because we literally won't be able to get through with the pillars, the columns and everything. We'll be blocked. We'll have to move the sail.
Yeah, give me a few more planks and I can get to work on a lot of this stuff to move the sail up. A lot of this
Well, you
stuff
can
we can
have it.
keep
I
on the
have one.
inside.
Yeah, some of it we can, but depending on the placement of the planks, we might, or the placement of the pillars. I keep saying pillars. Depending on the placement of the columns, some of the stuff might have to be moved because it'll just be too difficult to. I mean, technically, we can just crawl on everything like I am doing right now with the plants, but that's kind of inelegant. I'd prefer not to do that if we can.
Yeah.
Not the biggest deal, but just something that's been bugging me. Okay, there comes some stuff. See
Yeah,
3 barrels on the horizon.
Start loading up those catchers.
Yeah. You asked me earlier, what movie comes to your mind when you think of a bad movie that should be remade?
Well, the example I've seen before is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, that was supposed to be been horrendous.
It wasn't horrendous. It's definitely not what its comic is, though. It's not accurate to the comic.
Yeah, I would believe that. That was before the age of fealty to comics.
Well,
I think that's before
the comic
X-Men?
book adaptations has over time gotten less accurate to the comics.
Yeah, that does not surprise me.
There was a period of time where things were looking fine, but then the decision was made that we actually know better. That the movie producers know better than those filthy, no good comic book creators.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like pretty well every other adaptation Hollywood eventually gets around to doing.
Yeah, that also sounds right. That's another example. Is I was very dissatisfied with the I've said this before, the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that was already itself. Well, no, it wasn't a remake.
I mean,
a lot of people say it's a remake, but it wasn't. It was just another take of the book.
The funny thing is that if we were to talk about what movie remakes are good that already exist, like odds are be listing off remakes of movies from the 40s or 50s, right?
Oh, I'd have to give that some thought. Probably, like none immediately spring to mind, but I'm sure there are plenty. Just like none are immediately jumping into my head.
Like The Thing's the big one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's the one you usually see thrown around as the best movie remake.
It's hard to argue against that. I'm trying to think. Let's see, what are some big movies of the 40s that were 40s and 50s? This one doesn't really count.
The Blob.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I heard that the 1990, I think it was 90, 89. I heard that that blob was actually really good.
Have you seen at the very least the special effects?
I've seen images of the special effects, yes, and they looked great. I used to. Oh, where's the shark? Where is he? Ah, he's way back here. Once again, I felt like there was no collision. It seems like the first strike always just does nothing. I don't know what's going on with that.
Hmm.
But yeah, when I was younger, I used to buy a magazine called Fangoria. Are you all familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Fango would always have really good shots of like upcoming movies, and they'd get like really good, articles and great graphic shots of the blood and gore effects. And I still have, well, I don't still have the issue, but I found an online copy of the issue that I used to have that I poured over and looked all the time when I was a kid. And the Blob is one of the articles featured in that mag in that episode or that issue, I should say.
And that movie featured a young Shawnee Smith, right?
It did. I only just learned that like within the last year. I was like, well, shit. Now I'm even more intended to see it.
Yeah.
She's super cute. I have like I liked her to begin with, but then when I was listening to the Saw commentary, they said that I think it was James. No, it wasn't James Wan. It was the other guy. Oh God, why can't I remember his name?
We're
The
running
other
low
guy.
on potatoes.
I have a ton in my hand here. Well, 7.
Would you mind to
Wait.
replant then?
Yes, we have 8 baked. Oh, I did already replant them.
No, I replanted those.
Oh, you just did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
just
must
did.
have just harvested them without even thinking, absent-mindedly. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have 17. Actually, make that about 25 potatoes. Yeah, they're in storage now. But yeah, it's bothering me that I can't remember the guy's name. He co-created Saw. It's just James Wan became the more famous ones, and I can't
Much
remember the
more
other fellow's
famous.
name. Yeah, he really did. The other guy still directs as well. He's written and directed. They've done a couple movies together, I think, like at least as co-producers, etc. I think it's another J. That's gonna bother me so much. Regardless, he when I was listening to the commentary the first Saw, he said something like he had a huge crush on her, and that's why he cast her. He really wanted her to be in the movie because he thought she was super cute.
Huh.
Yeah, and it was like, well, you know what? I agree with him. She is super cute. And I've since looked up pictures of her from she was on that show with Ted Danson, Becker. She was really really hot in that.
I've never heard of this show. Would this have been Ted Danson doing something after Cheers?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it other than yeah, it was called Becker. I think that's the title character is Ted Danson as Becker. It's that yeah, it's about all I know.
Huh.
I'd say late 90s, early 2000s, right about.
Okay. We need some windows on this thing.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, we'll have to. I can we put them in without having to tear stuff down? Probably not. Not that it's a big
Tearing
deal.
stuff down.
All right.
Tearing stuff down worked earlier. Boom, there we go. That's one window.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Is that actually a window though, or is that just like literally just a fence
It's a
creating a
fence.
window? Is there not an actual window?
There. Yeah, there is
Gotta
actually.
be. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I just thought, well, surely they wouldn't just leave it to having to make a fence. That seems kind of inorganic. Yay! A barrel full of planks.
Very good. That's excellent
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what we need right now. I mean, there wasn't a lot, but it was full. I think it was just nothing but planks.
Oh, that's a lot of barrels over there.
I will steer us over in that direction.
I will.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm the best.
At steering? Not
No.
even really steering. We don't have a rudder. Wait, I just your response was no. I'm the best. The best at steering? No. I'll leave it at that. It's funnier that way. All right. Yeah, we're starting to get the planks going now.
Hmm.
That noise always signifies that you're thinking of something. It usually means that you're like stuck for an answer or something.
That's because I am. This storage facility, this storage thing is a little bit too over to the left for me to put in a second staircase.
Oh, the. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I'll just bust it down.
I think that's what
Tear
I'm gonna
that
have to
shit
do. Is
down.
I'm gonna have to make another storage thing, and I'm gonna have to.
Transport the items over.
Yeah.
I mean, if you bust it, everything will like just pop out of it. But I don't know if they'll stay on the raft or if they'll start to float away. I don't
That's
recall.
what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'd be worried about.
We could use an organize this bullshit button.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've tried to theme them a little bit, but it always depends on like what kind of loot you happen to have at the moment for
Yeah.
it to be feasible.
I should keep that. I should keep that. This bolt can go in. And these feathers.
All right. Oh fuck, I might die.
Oh,
The raft is going away from me in a way that I didn't think it was.
uh,
Ah, fuck.
I'm starving.
That's all right. I'll live. I didn't have a whole lot on me. Eh. I went to get a barrel. I guess that's what I get for trying to be, frugal. I kept most of what I needed, I guess. Well, I kept most. That sucks. I kept most of what I needed, other than like all the basic equipment that I need to rebuild now.
Ooh.
That sucks. I misjudged how the direction. I didn't realize that the raft was going away from where I jumped in the water so quickly.
There we go. Got this storage. Now I can put it, I don't know, over here. Why not? I can take this. I can put in a staircase. Yes. Boom. We got staircases on either side leading up here.
Nice. It's starting to look nicer.
Yeah.
Do I really not have enough to put down a floor? Why couldn't I? Oh, we're gonna have to do something about that shark head. I can't put a floor there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to part with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me a second.
You can like.
Taking it.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
I took it.
Oh, okay, I see. You can still leave the frame there. Maybe we can like put the motivational quote there or something.
Boom.
Uh, is that low enough to where we can still build over it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you get to determine how high or low it goes, right? You have like a dynamic. You can move it around. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not grid based. It's just wherever it goes is wherever it goes.
All right.
This is a very quiet, humble little island here.
Yeah, it is. Humble is a good word for it. Fuck you, shark. You're not getting me again.
Cat is now doing the great thing where she sits halfway in the doorway, like, no, no, no. I'm not leaving, but I don't want you to close this door either. I just want it to be open. You misunderstand. It's not that I need out here. It's just that I don't like doors being closed. I want to be able to go where I want when I want.
Yeah, that's exactly what my cats do. If I let them out a certain door, within like 30 seconds they'll be meowing to come back in. But then 30 seconds after that, they'll want to go back out. They just want the door to be open.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, a coconut. Okay, there we go.
What happened?
I dropped a coconut on the floor and couldn't find it.
Oh, well, that happened to me earlier. The box came out of my character, and then I was not able to pick the box up again.
The box was stuck in the weeds.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is exactly what happened to me.
There ain't too much bullshit.
Yeah, we eventually, obviously, we're gonna need to get the bigger storage because what we got now is definitely not cutting it. We have like 8 storage containers, and we're still getting too much shit.
I love this shark waiting until I step away to attack the boat. Such a classic.
Shark's just a prick. Yeah.
His parents should be ashamed of him. Stupid
We
shark
probably already
parents.
killed his parents.
That's true. And we'll kill more of his parents. All of them.
If I have anything to say about it.
The sea is a fuck. 1 billion dead sharks.
The sea is a fuck?
There is a popular on parts of the internet, badly done Chinese translated t-shirt. Which is a picture of a cat and a dog, like arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder. And they look very happy, very cheery, like it's supposed to be an inspirational thing that says on the shirt. What the shirt says is, "World is a fuck. 8 billion dead cops."
I want it. That's great.
Yeah.
Everything about it is dumb. World is a fuck. What does that mean? I don't know. 8 billion dead cops? That's a lot. What does it have to do with what's going on in the picture? I don't know.
Did the cat and the
That's
dog
great.
team up to kill 8 billion cops?
Do you say this is a shirt? This is
Yeah.
a shirt that was memed? Yeah, I really want to get this. This sounds great. Like, are the cat and dog comic style, or are they, like, realistic? How do they...
They're comic style, yeah. It's like something you would see on a t-shirt in the 70s or the 80s, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, let me get some
Now,
of this. Ah, that's how you get where you get the seaweed. That's right.
yeah. And I do believe you just gotta melt it, strangely enough.
And that is how I will make the vine god.
I think so. I remember it had something to do with going down into the water, and I guess that was obviously just to get the seaweed itself.
Yep. You burn the seaweed in the smelter. All right.
All right, there we go.
And once we get the vine goo rolling, we can make electronics, logically.
Don't yet know what for, but we'll need them eventually.
Oh, we can make a bow with this.
A bow?
Yeah.
With the seaweed stuff? The goo?
Yep. Wood plus, planks plus rope plus bolt plus vine goo makes a bow. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know how the vine goo plays into that, but good to know. Oh, that's right, the plastic bottle. That's good to have. Portable water. Look at that. We're going crazy with learning.
that we are.
Metal fishing rod. That's right, we need the metal equipment. This wood shit ain't cutting it. Flippers? Yeah, we can use those.
Definitely good.
Scrap hook? I wonder if you wear them all the time, if they just constantly are on your character. If so, God, that'd be an improvement.
It looks like they're a clothing option similar to the shark head I'm wearing right now.
Okay.
So.
I never thought to ask, is my character wearing the warthog head?
Oh yeah, it has entirely replaced your head.
Yes. Okay, good. Good to know. I never knew this whole time. No one responded to it, so I thought I did it wrong.
No, I saw you for a second it freaked me out like 2 hours ago, but I was like, no wait, he killed the boar. It's fine. That's probably where he got it. It's not that he just figured this out on his own at some point. Like, how do you go about
Look what I
crafting
can
this?
do.
Yeah.
I made a fucking warthog head. How? Well, planks and rocks.
Some very intricate craftsmanship.
Yeah. Okay, I need, let's see, I need some planks and some scrap. And I know we have a lot of scrap. Where the hell is it? Where is the scrap? That's all? We only have one? Well, there's more below. I'll go get some.
Now, what was it I wanted to make? Alright, the water bottle can be filled with lots of water.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an upgrade from the cup. I see.
Yes. Yep. You can carry it with you. You
Okay.
get like 3 or 4 drinks out of it on an island or whatever. It's good to have.
Very nice. That probably
So,
makes it very easy for running the purifier as well.
we're losing a lot of this raft.
That we are. That we are.
Fucking shark. I guess we can shove off. Well, shit. I was gonna get more stuff downstairs or down below, but I don't have a hook now. I lost everything,
I'm
and
getting some
I don't have the
seaweed real
material to
quick.
make anything. All right.
And let's see if I can get some metal. That'd be ice. Then nice, not ice. God, what's wrong with me?
For a second, I was gonna ask what was up there.
I'm mentally degenerating here.
I'm on 26 hours awake, so it's fine.
It's hitting us both pretty rapidly here.
I wasn't intending to get seaweed, but there's a bunch by me, so I'll grab it.
Let me see. Yeah, there's seaweed. What was it I needed seaweed for? I needed seaweed for something different from the flippers.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we
Flippers
need seaweed for
need
that?
flippers need 5 vine goo and 6 seaweed. That's a lot.
It does sound like a lot.
Whatever we require for the vine god.
You know, whatever he demands. We do. It is not our place to question the vine god. What does the vine god do?
He makes vines.
I guess that makes sense. There was in Skyrim. There's a large rat-like creature called a skeever, and in one of the towns in that game, the inns, the bars and so forth in Skyrim all have interesting names. And in one of the towns, the name of the bar is the Winking Skeever. And you can ask when you're talking to the bartender. One of the dialogue options is, "How did you come to name this place the Winking Skeever?" And the guy says, "Well, I used to have a skeever that winked." And one of your dialogue responses can be, "Well, that's as good an answer as any."
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, that tracks. Fair enough.
Follows.
Yeah.
I've made myself a scrap hook.
Oh, good, good. I am bereft of like any tools. I need to make some stuff myself. On the side of the island the shark isn't, it seems pretty safe. I've been over
Yeah, I
here for a
wasn't
little while.
finding
He hasn't.
anything over there though.
Oh, okay.
If you can find something though, go ahead.
It didn't seem like there was a lot, but there was some seaweed. I got some of that. At the very least. Pick up vine goo. I will do that, and then I'll put seaweed in its place. Only one seaweed at a time? Really? World
Old
globe.
globe.
Oh, cool.
Now we know what the world looks like.
And we at least know it's not flat. Or do
Do we though?
Yeah, right?
Same brain cell.
Let's see. I need. Do you happen to have 3 scrap?
Oh, I've got plenty.
Oh, okay.
There's also a ton back in the chest over there, but that's
Oh, I only found one. I looked and I could only find the one. Oh, this is happening again. I can't pick up the damn box. I hope they'll let you pick it back up.
I can pick it up just fine. Yeah.
This one here in front of me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Try again, I suppose. What the? Why? What the fuck? I can't pick it up. Okay, that's concerning. Remember earlier on the island, I said that I couldn't pick up the boxes either.
Weird.
That's upsetting. Yeah, I'm looking at my inventory. There's no reason why I shouldn't have been able to pick it up.
We should probably push off. We're doing pretty bad. I'm doing pretty bad for wood at the moment.
I have 13 if there's something you need, but that's all I got.
Would you mind to put some wood? Oh, actually, I just found some wood. Okay, never mind. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Well, that worked out just fine then. Yeah, we can shove off. There's always going to be more stuff that we can find elsewhere.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Oops. Ate a raw potato. That was kind of a waste, but we have more. We have like a literal potato factory.
Fuck you!
Stab that fucker. Stab him
Oh,
good.
wow, the metal spear knocks him off in 2 hits.
Good, good. It's also more durable.
And thank God for that.
Yeah. Yeah, these I like that paddle I was using for a while. That was enough to get like, okay, let's we're drifting towards an island. We're about I don't know 200 feet away. Let me get us to it, and then the paddle's dead.
Yeah.
Just one minor use of trying to fight the current, and the paddle's broken.
Yeah, the sail is already just a massive upgrade from that. A humongous one.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let me... Ah.
What happened?
I was thinking about what to replace the, I was thinking about, refilling the, furnace, but the furnace was not done yet anyways.
I see.
Let's see, I am starving.
There should be some baked potatoes. I think I just put some back.
That you did.
Yeah, there they are.
And let me water these potatoes. Potatoes.
I'm swimming with a potato in my hand. I don't know why. It's a funny image.
Imagine someone in real life doing that, right?
Only they can know. It's very important. They
Going
can't.
for
They
a
have
swim
to
with your
swim.
potato. Oh, holy shit, it's been a while since I've stopped the recording. Yeah, let me cut this recording right here. Whew.